So YouTube family, what if I told you that Mary Kay Cabot was allegedly paid to sabotage Shedeur? She was allegedly paid within the Cleveland Browns organization to make the time of Shedeur Sanders be the worst time in the world. Well, one of my great supporters and sources gave me a little receipt, and Mary Kay has always switch positions. See, she started off saying that she loves Shedeur Sanders. You don't believe me?
I'm putting on my GM cap today, and I'm going to make a trade. I'm taking Shedeur at number 2. I'm going to do the obvious right thing there. I'm going to take Shedeur, and I'm going to roll with it and see how it goes. But then I'm trading back into the end of the first round with my second round pick and some other things. And I'm taking Tyler Shuck. I'm taking 2 quarterbacks in the first round. If Shedeur, for whatever reason, isn't exactly what you thought he was going to be, then you have someone else that you can develop and try there. He's getting so much buzz and so much run lately. And I watched him at the Senior Bowl. I'm totally intrigued by him. In my mind, that's a win-win situation. You cannot lose by doing this. You cannot lose. You get the guy that everybody thinks should go at number 2, and then you get the it guy. And if you find yourself with 2 amazing quarterbacks, then trade one of them at some point. Develop and trade. What else do you need so badly in the first round or with that number 33 pick that you cannot do this? I'm putting on my GM.
So she just proved first of all, she's talking about a Robert Griffin, Kirk Cousins situation, which is never wrong. But why Tyler Sow? I'm off Tyler Sow right now because she said he's the it guy. But she's very well competent enough to admit that Shedeur is the number 2 guy. Shedeur Sanders is the number 2 pick. She didn't say that Cleveland Browns should have traded the number 2 pick to Jacksonville. She was all in for Shedeur is going to be the number 2 pick. When Mary Kay talks now, she's letting you guys know Shedeur is barely even a 5th round pick. But through all the draft process, prior to the draft, Shedeur was the guy that she was going to select. Much like all the other people who are hating on Shedeur, they all was on his side, including guys like Nick Wright. All of a sudden, Nick Wright, the guy who cosplay as being us, now he reverts back to being one of the good old boys. Same thing with Colin Cowherd and many other degenerates. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. I'm DJ Bless One, the best one, unacceptable.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
So we have to sit back and look at the reality and the severity of the situation. Mary Kay has tarnished the image and name of Shedeur. If it's not for good people like us who can push back against the false narratives, then this would actually linger around as if it's the truth. Mary Kay, you were bought and paid to do something. I gotta watch my words. You were bought and paid to do something that most human beings will not do. You can never be respected, ma'am. You're out there saying what Shedeur is not or what he is. All of a sudden, receipts are coming out about the love you had for Shedeur. You too seen Shedeur as the number 2 pick. You seen Shedeur so much as the number 2 pick after Cam Ward that you're like, that's who the pick that everybody assumes Cleveland Brown is going to get. What happened? Why did it change? Why all of a sudden you're in love with Dylan Gabriel when you openly admitted you guys don't need your second first round pick, which was the 33rd pick? Or was that the first of the second round? Either way, the 33rd pick, you said they didn't need it. Why not trade it? All of a sudden you're rooting for a Dylan Gabriel? I thought Tyler Sow was your it guy. You did a whole rambunctious interview about how Dylan Gabriel is the man. He's head and above shoulders Shedeur. You're throwing jabs at Shedeur any given chance. You're trying to pretend you know football. You don't know any logics of football. When you speak illogical. I don't even want to disrespect adolescent people because even they too understand the game of football. You don't watch football, man. So why are you pretending that you pay attention to this game of football? Why are you going overly out your way to show and spew hatred towards Shedeur? And here's the final thing that I want to, well, not final, but another point I want to bring up. You work for the Cleveland Browns organization. So why do you openly talk about your favorites? Why not root for all of the football players? Shedeur didn't do anything wrong to you. He didn't rob you. He didn't turn you into a Karen. He didn't do something to inflict pain upon you. Why do you go out your way to never credit him? You go out your way to discredit him. At any given moment, you're here with salacious news. None that is even substantiated. Actually dangerous news that the Cleveland Browns should get sued for, because not one time did the Cleveland Browns debunk what you said or at least throw it out there. We don't know what the hell Mary Kay is talking about. So when they keep quiet about what you keep throwing out there, no matter what type of assertions or whatever, you're showing that the Cleveland Browns also feel the same way. Therefore, they should be liable for the nasty news that are out there that could potentially hurt Shedeur and his monetary gains. Yeah, I know what a lawyer can do with a case like this. I know everything that's been done immaturely by Mary Kay calls for a lawsuit. When she went out her way to say the Cleveland Browns told her that they felt sorry for Deion Sanders and Shedeur, so they just drafted them only because they were embarrassed through the draft. A $1 billion corporation felt bad for somebody, so they just drafted them because they felt bad. That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, here's Mary Kay substantiating her facts with no receipts and saying it out there with no pushback from the Cleveland Browns. And I'm not supposed to call out the Cleveland Browns. It's a failed organization in every single way you can look at it. A failed organization. Never been a great one, never will be a great one. And what's even more laughable is the Cleveland fan base. You guys allow Mary Kay to do this. You're reluctant to call her out, but you'll call out guys like me when I have no ulterior motives. I'm openly telling you the Cleveland Browns is a failed organization. I'm openly telling you the hell with the Cleveland Browns supporters. I don't like you guys, so why you should worry about beefing with me? I don't care about you guys. So you're wasting time having all this energy for me when you really should conserve your energy and exude it on your failed staff members. You know, Jimmy Haslam, Kevin Stefanski, a coach. For some reason, he's been coach of the year 2 times, in 2020 and in 2023. What the hell he did to be coach of the year? I'm waiting for that answer, Cleveland. Your organization is always going to be trash. Trash Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. What's that, blessed one? Trash day. Don't you ever come to me like I'm part of the problem. Don't you ever come to me like I'm the one who made your organization the way they are. When you have that drunken master bitch on there, then you know what it is. I'm going to leave her one more time to talk to y'all.
I'm putting on my GM cap today, and I'm going to make a trade. I'm taking Shedeur at number 2. I'm going to do the obvious right thing there. I'm going to take Shedeur, and I'm going to roll with it and see how it goes. But then I'm trading back into the end of the first round with my second round pick and some other things. And I'm taking Tyler Shuck. I'm taking 2 quarterbacks in the first round. If Shedeur, for whatever reason, isn't exactly what you thought he was going to be, then you have someone else that you can.
All right, I'm done with this tweaker, man. Get this tweaker the hell out my face, man. It's Tyler Soul, not Tyler Shock. But you tell me this woman watches football? Man, I'm DJ Bless, one of the best one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is always bigger than football. It's always deeper than football.